Hey there, Donny Walker here. Saturday, kind of midday. Went out and helped my dad this morning and cleaned all his trailer roof off with the blower and all his gutters. Had a little visit with my mom and dad, and my daughter Taylor came with me. It was kind of nice. My gal Shelly's a little bit sick inside the house here today, so I got her some gravel and some ginger ale. It fixes everything, eh? Good old Canadian ginger ale. So hey man, I'm on the saw build here again. And the third stage, I got a fuel line built for it. Got some Tygon 3/16 line. And I took this fitting out of the tank and ran a line out right to outside the cap here. So I can put a fuel filter on the end, then I'll pull it in. So then I'm gonna put the carburetor on and hook up the linkages and the starter back on, and we're going to try it with what sparks there now. Even if it starts up and runs, I'm still going to take the flywheel off and show you how the points work. So far I got a new gasket on here, carburetor gasket. Make sure that you line up the pulse holes. I'll show you here. Okay, so there's the pulse hole at the bottom of the reed block there, eh? Okay, so these gaskets that come in the kits got holes in each side. You can't go wrong putting it on. But I'm using a new one anyways because I put a new kit in it. The other one was still in good shape, but a little squashed down. Okay, so let me get this thing turned around here and see if I can't prop you up to follow this as I put the carburetor on. You know me, I'm not very good with these things. Okay, let's just see how we're focusing there. There we go. You can see that okay. There we go. Okay, so I got the old fuel filter. I basically put a screen, exotic material screen. I put it in all saws for forestry safe into this old brass pickup. Put it on the end of the line. And I'm going to plop it into the tank. This thing's got a big tank. It should last quite a while at runtime. Okay. Get it in there. Make sure it's down in there in the big area. Okay, that's in. Now I'm going to put our fitting back in and tighten it up. Remember, everything on this thing was 7/16. I'll get that in there. There's my 7/16 wrench right there. Always with any saws, new or old, make sure you got a good fuel line and good fuel filter, because this is the, it's the lung of the engine, eh? Okay, let's get this on. I cleaned it up a little bit. I put some brake clean on it and sprayed it with my compressor outside. I don't have a real powerful one here, but it's enough to clean it up. Like I said, I don't want to blow that original paint off, or I don't even want to paint it. I just want to be the way it was through life. Okay, let's get this fuel line a little tighter. Yeah, man. So I hope everyone's having a good weekend. It's supposed to rain so much here today, but it hasn't accumulated to a lot yet. It's quite cloudy, but that's why I didn't go-kart racing today. I knew it was going to kind of rain, but so far it hasn't much. It might be where we're going to race, but who knows? It's not bad here today, but I had to take care of the little wifey and make sure she's okay. She's got a little sick last night. I don't know what it is. Maybe something she picked up from one of our daycare kids that she looks after. Okay, the fitting is tight. It's kind of a tapered fuel line fitting. Let me just look in the tank here, make sure the fuel line's laying in there nice. Not all weirded up or anything. Looks okay. Yep. Sitting down there flat, no kinks in it. Okay, the gas cap on. This is kind of neat, eh? See that? Fuel. Can't go wrong, eh? Fuel, and the other side's oil. Come on, Cap. Okay, we'll just put it on a little bit there. We'll tighten it right up. I'm going to put some gas in it a little bit. Here's our spark plug lead. And over here, in and out for the oil. In, out, and the plunger up top here to push it. Manual only. And look at, it's coming out. Oh, a little burp there. Gonna put a little bit of oil in it. So yeah, there's our oil on that side, gas on the other. Okay, let's get this carburetor on. See if we can fish these little nuts back on. It's a tight squeeze. Got my nuts and washers here. Let's get it the right way around. There's our choke and throttle linkage. Let's get that choke on. Throttle on. He's quite a system. Okay, choke, throttle rod on. Choke rod on. Let's get it onto the studs of the reed block. There we go. Okay, choke rod hooked back up. There's actually little holes at the end of these rods to hold them in, so I'll find something, some little pieces of wire to go through there or something. All right, so that carb's on. Let's get these washers on here. And our 1/4-inch nuts. Like I say, everything on here seems to be 7/16, all standard threads. Made in Canada, eh? Good old Canadian. And I grabbed another, bought another one I told you the other night. I'll show it to you in a little bit. I got to get it out of the car before the wife sees. Good thing she's inside today. Okay, let's get this. Oh, it's a tight squeeze. Tight squeeze. Come on in there. Come on, baby. Come do the twist. There we go. Okay, let's get that in there. Well, it's not the easiest so far, is it? Come on. There we go. So get that straighten around a bit there. Stick that back in there. Real time, eh? No editing here. We'll just do it as it goes. Okay. There's one nut on. That washer fell, by the way. I'm not putting the washers on. Maybe I'll go back later and put them on. But for now, I just want to get it running, and I might finish some stuff up on it. Okay, this one back here is a little harder. You can barely see in there. Okay, maybe I need my headlight on this morning, eh? Okay, let's get that onto the stud. There we go. Come on, baby, do the twist. Yeah, I picked up a really cool 288 cylinder off my dad today. I think it's actually a 281 because it's got the thin rings on the piston. It's actually used to be on an obstacle pole saw, a racing saw, for one of my dad's friend that used to use it. So it's like brand new, and I'll show it to you later. I'm gonna build up a hot rod 288. So come on, get on there. This one's hard. Come on, get back on there. Just get the first couple threads going, and you'll be okay. A small engine mechanics, you gotta have small fingers. Hey? Small fingers. There we go. Got her going. Okay. Get my 7/16 bent wrench. Let's get that on a little farther. Turn it on as much as you can by hand, or it'll take forever to do it with the wrench here. Wrench. Yeah, I like these little Canadians, and I think they're unique. They made a lot of different models. My dad was telling me a lot of these small ones ran really good. They were quite reliable. Cut okay, you know, slow cutting, but they did cut nice. You know, all depends on your chain too, right? You know, like anything else. Today's stuff too. Gordy sent me another video today from West Coast Saw. He's out this morning cutting some more trees. Just wanted to thank me again for that bar. And it's working good for him right now. Let's just see how long it lasts and keep a good edge on it. Found out his, I guess he might have told me before, but his grinder is a Bell chisel grinder. And I remember hearing about Bells years ago, but I've never really seen one. Never had them up here in Canada. Maybe my dad might say different. He'd probably seen them. I just remember Ziegemeyer, Sylvie, and Symington were the kind of the three major chisel grinder companies that made chisel grinder for chain grinding, eh? You know, then you got your other grinders, like your cheap Chinese ones and Oregon ones that you can use for round tooth grinding, right? Instead of chisel tooth. This has got a round tooth chain that I sharpened up yesterday at the shop. Just by hand. We'll see how it goes. Okay, that's not so tight on that side. Let's get this one. This one's the hard one to get with this wrench. Okay, we got it that far. Let's put this in there. This wrench here to tighten up more. And one more little turn, I think. Okay, one more. Gotta have a good tight carburetor. So we went through this carburetor already. Remember, this is the lung of the motor, right? Okay. Carburetor's on. Throttle rod's on. Choke rod is on. Throttle works. Choke works. Now let me find myself a little piece of wire and put through those holes so it doesn't fall off, eh? What do we got kicking around here? Little cotter pin or something. I don't have a lot of stuff here, but I'll find something. Let's take a little bit of this metal off this fuel line. Just enough to fill them holes. Come on. Work with me. There we go. Okay, let's cut a little piece there off. Oh, well, a little too far. Okay, up to the hole. Bend it around. There we go. Shouldn't come off. Okay. Come on, get in there. Come on, baby. Okay, there we go. Let's give it a little twist. Twist that way. A little twist. Squeeze it together. Okay, that ain't going anywhere. Okay. Choke. Throttle. Throttle. Choke. Okay, let's put our original fuel line back on. Remember I said it wasn't rotten and there are holes in it? So let's put that sucker back on here. Onto our outlet of the tank. And to the inlet of the carburetor. Okay, it's on there. Slide that around. This just stops the hose from kinking. Get it back on now. Come on. Come on, baby. We got her. We got her. Okay, let's get that on. The inlet of the carburetor. All right. Fuel line's on. Carb's on. We got a throttle. Let's get the spark plug. Now it's in pretty good shape. Okay, old short reach RCJ-8, original plug probably. Put it in. Now, should have a wrench for this. Spark plug wrench, yeah, there we go. 13/16 on this one. Okay, ratchet. Snug it up. Okay. We got spark plug on, throttle, choke. Let's put our muffler back on. It's only 2 bolts. Kind of a neat old muffler. It's aluminum. It's got two long outlets there. Kind of neat looking. Okay, let's get it on. We've got a screwdriver here. And a medium one there. Flat blade. Again, quarter inch threads. SAE. Power Machinery Limited, Vancouver, Canada. Hey, the Canucks won last night. Was it last night? Yeah, the Canucks won last night. Awesome. That's two they won. Hey, Mike? Not bad, eh? Let's see how they make out. Keep it on the roll, boys. All right, muffler's tight. Ugh. Okay, we got a muffler on. We got a spark plug. We got carburetor on and the linkage is on. Let's put the starter back on. And this old Fairbanks Morse starter is moving around fine. I just lubed it up a bit with some oil and it's gripping okay, so we're gonna go with it. And like I say, if this thing isn't running quite right with the points the way they are, we'll be taking them apart. I'm gonna take it apart anyways and show you, but I'm gonna see if we can fire this up. That's my whole idea here today. We got a couple hours to spare today, and see how it goes here. I have some pre-mixed Husqvarna gas, 50-1. These called for, I believe, 16-1 ratio or something, just kind of ridiculous. But in those days, their oil wasn't very good. Gas wasn't, well, it was probably better today. It had lead in it. Fairly decent octane, didn't rot out and have ethanol in it like it does today. Let's check out our stat here, or my sheet on it. Yep, 16-1 ratio, regular grade 72 to 83 octane with SAE 30 or 40 weight motor oil. So this should be a lot better even at 50-1, but I'm gonna mix it richer when I'm gonna be cutting with it. But for just firing it up, we're gonna put some 50-1 in it and see how she sparks up. Okay, starter's on, working. We know we got spark. Should have fuel because that carburetor's been rebuilt and properly. Pulso, throttle, and choke is on. So I'm gonna put some fuel in this, and then we're gonna crank it over and get it to start. Hey Howie, probably the first time it's been started for probably before you were born, maybe, or maybe your dad did use it on the old farm off of Holland Road there, Swanson Road, years ago, where you guys lived. Okay, let's get some in it. Get this open. It's probably enough. A little more. Okay. Put it back on. I don't even have any earmuffs here. It's okay. Let's see if this tank cap leaks with that old O-ring. No, it doesn't. Bonus. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. We're gonna fire up the Canadian 210 that Donny Walker's just redone. Just enough to get it going for my buddy Howard. Let's see how she goes. I'm gonna hold that choke down as we're pulling it. I'm gonna do a drop start with it and see how it fires. You guys fell over. Sorry, didn't fire. Let's put a little bit of gas down it and see if it'll pick up the fuel. Okay? I'll put a little bit of gas down it. It might not be the right spark. Remember I said it had spark, but it wasn't. It was okay, but let's see. Put a good gas down it. Now let's see. All right. Firing. Fire in the hole. Okay, let's just check our carb settings. I think I already did, but off 1.5. Maybe I didn't set them before. Off 1.5. Off 1.5. Off 1. Okay, let's try it again. Another little blast in there. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Gonna work. Oh, spark plug lead fell off. Let's just give it a little tighten. So it tightens on the plug a little better. Turn that idle up a bit. Get in a little bit. Right on, it's running. I think it's okay. Yeah. Right on, man. That thing's running. And running not bad. I think the points are okay, but I still should do them. But you know what? I'm just going to put the bar and chain on and the filter and stuff and see if we can go run it and make some cuts with it. I'm going to call Howard right now and say, buddy, I got your 1960 Canadian 210 done. And wow, he's going to be excited. Hey, Canadian 1960 210. Got the chain in my car. I'll go out and grab it. The bar. We'll put some chain oil in it. And we'll get out to see Howard and run it in, buddy. Ooh, I'm a little winded. Donnie's a little out of shape. Hey, man, keep your solid wood, stick of the ice, rubber on the road. I'll get back to you in a little bit. I'm going to give Howard a call right now and go, yeah, buddy, we're coming over to cut with it. So have a good day. Talk to you a little bit later. Thanks, bye.